Hi, I'm Dwayne O'Brien. I'm a computer scientist working on Adobe Shadow. We've gotten a lot of great feedback since our first release, and we've used some of that feedback to make some improvements. I'd like to show you some of those today. One of the things we've done with this release is we've made it easier to preview content that you have protected. If you're using HT access or basic access authentication to protect your content, you can now preview that content using Adobe Shadow. I've set up some content that I have protected with an HT access file. When I try to access that content, you can see I now get a dialog box on both the browser and on my devices. If I enter my credentials in the device and enter those credentials again in my browser, I can now access my content and I can preview it using Adobe Shadow. But if I have a lot of devices, entering credentials on each device can be a bit of a pain. Fortunately, with HT access and basic access authentication, you can specify the credentials that you're using in the URL by putting them in front of your domain. When I do this, you can see that all of my devices are authenticated and I can preview my content. Another improvement we made is we tweaked the way Adobe Shadow watches your URL for updates. That's going to make it a lot easier for you to test single-page applications, jQuery mobile sites, and anything that uses named anchors to link to content. Finally, you may have noticed that I'm previewing content on my Kindle Fire. It used to be a little hard to get Adobe Shadow working on the Kindle Fire. We've made it a lot easier. You can now download Adobe Shadow directly from the Amazon App Store. That's some of the improvements we've made in this release, but we've made a lot more. You should check it out for yourself. Go over to Adobe Labs and download Adobe Shadow today. That's it. Thanks for watching.